bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Andre Cisco. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Hey, Lions! At the Niners' 25-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The Jaguars at 1-7 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now Lawrence. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he's got it inside the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
Moore, the man in motion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
13, Luke.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn up.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Jaguars 11-yard line.
Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. They'll He'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Holding offense.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. ETN up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3, second down. They go play action now. Lawrence. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate.
Touchdown 49ers! Deebo Samuel, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. That's complete to Parker Washington.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
There's Purdy on first and 10.
Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now Lawrence.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Here's Samuel. Oh, good move. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hey, Ricky, check, Panther, alert.
On second down, McCaffrey fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That is caught, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Purdy to throw it on first down. Touchdown! George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll send Kirk in motion right.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
They've got his man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 32 yards.
And the Jags are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Play action, now Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
11, Agate.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now, he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, now you look down there, you see Rashad Penny in some discomfort. So we're going to get an injury stoppage here, at least for the moment. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try and run this one right up the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now Purdy with a throw that's caught by Samuel.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Purdy from the gun. This ball caught by McIntosh.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Moody. And the lead will shrink to 6. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Running out of the gun with ETN. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now San Francisco, they call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling. Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately. What a finish in this one, Charles. Yeah, this group, they come in.